Welcome to the Wellington Walker channel. Today I'm in the Remutaka Forest Park in the Rongorongo Valley. Clouds are coming over a bit now. It's still very hot though. I'm about 3/4 of the way through this section of the track before I reach the river. I can hear a kererū flying above me. This is a very recent windfall. There has been some big storms in the last 2 months. Definitely was not like this the last time I came. Looks like some pretty rotten old trees. This is the descent down to the river. It's now 5 minutes to 1. Just arrived at the river. Nice place to have lunch, to chill out, go for a swim. Stop just up here, find a nice log to sit on, have some lunch before I continue up the track. It's looking like a great day so far. There's virtually no wind. It's very peaceful here today. There's a few bird sounds. Haven't seen many people. Just a view from the track above the river. I'll be dropping down to the river very soon. It's now 1:45 in the afternoon. Sun's coming out again, which is good news. Okay, I'm getting close now to the turn off to Mount Matthews. It's a bit of a well-formed road just here. There is vehicle access from the ocean end of this valley. That's where you go up there. I can actually just see the orange triangle for the route up to Mount Matthews. Just going to keep following the river at this point. You can see Mount Matthews is just up there in the clouds. Oh, and this is the creek from Mount Matthews, below Mount Matthews. It is completely dried up just here. Don't know what that white stuff is on the rocks. There's a campsite just up here, which I want to check out. May not stay here. Might go a bit further, but just want to check it out anyway. So there is an old campsite here. There's not a lot of room. You could get maybe 3 tents in this spot. It's a nice fire pit. Okay, that campsite wasn't really what I was looking for. So I'll continue up the valley here. I know there's another campsite that I'm interested in staying at tonight. This looks like a good side adventure up here before I continue up the valley. So I'm going to walk up here for a bit, drop off my pack and see what's up here. A lot of shingle coming down here, a lot of erosion up there, the mountain tops. You can see different layers here of erosion to my right. That's where I'll go later. It's interesting punga here poking out of the rocks. Obviously this looked different in the past. I can't see any water coming down though. It's very different here compared to walking up the riverbed, that's for sure. Old trees poking out of the ground or lying on the ground. Fresh slip to my left. Valley's starting to get a bit narrower now. It's that slip. There's the hillside. It's like there's been a bit of a earthquake fault through here and broken up the land. See where all this gravel's coming from. It's a tui we can hear. Tui to my left. There's all sorts of shapes and size rocks here. Also different colours. There's green, there's brown, there's grey. Bit of red. This one over here is even green with red stripes. Back down just above the river I left my pack, but I do have my cell phone with me and my personal locator beacon. I just had some food as well before I left my pack and also some drink, so I should be good to go for a little while. Not expecting any disasters, but just in case. Interesting tree to my right, growing up out of the gravel. As I come higher up this valley, you can see there's now water flowing. That's where I'm heading. Oh, this valley's starting to get steeper now. These washed out sections are getting bigger. Can't so easily avoid them now. I'll just stay in one of these, keep going up. There's even a bit of a side valley over there. Looks like it even has a waterfall. Should check that out while I've seen it. Who knows when I'll be back here again. This is the first time I've been exploring up here. Is this the waterfall that you visited, Charlie, or did you find a different one? This is very cool. Okay, time to leave the waterfall and continue up. See what else I can find. It's been well worth the side trip, even just to this point. The terraces to my left been cut through with the water. Not getting up under the cliffs up here. It's a shame I can't see the top up in the clouds there. A mountain of gravel to my left now. Pretty special place. Cliffs on either side now. It's still okay to walk underfoot. It's actually a bit easier now. Some more of that green rock with red. One enormous green rock. Lots of green rocks actually. See where the water's carved through the rock. Starting to get very steep now. Got to be careful not to cause any rocks to come down onto my ankle. That's where I just came from. The river is quite a long way below now. Little waterfall over one of these massive green rocks. This is as far as I'm going to go. It's like being on a different planet here. These rocks, it's like two different colours there that come together. I can actually see the top up there. I think that's the top up of the clouds. Interesting shapes in the rocks here to my right. Very jagged. Very jagged. Up into the hills where you can see where all the gravel that you see down in the valley comes from. The hillside here is just crumbling away. It's all sorts of big rocks, gravel. This is my current view looking down. It's quite a steep drop back down to the river. It's a bit more of a close-up of the mountainside and the valley, the top end of the valley. All the different rocks. There's even pieces of tree. Here the hillside is almost sand, which has produced this very jagged edge in the hillside here. There's not much holding it together at all. So here is part of the hillside. Nothing much to it. Nice little sort of hanging, dripping waterfalls nestled in here. I'm sure it'll be a different story when the rain's coming down. Time to go back down and find a campsite. On my way back down now. It's a bit safer to film than it was back there. Back there it was pretty steep and I didn't want to set any rocks coming down behind me as I was coming down. The sun is shining up on the hill here, but I can see down at the river it's all cloudy, but it's also 3:20 in the afternoon now, so the hills around me are going to start blocking the sun in the valley, so I need to hurry up and find my tent site, get myself set up. But loving this side trail, absolutely worth the detour. It's quite a climb up here, don't really realise it until you look back and see how high I have actually climbed. At this point I can't even see the river. Still a few birds around. You can kind of get an idea of what it's like. Over there is the waterfall that I went and visited. As you can see, the sun has gone down below the hill. It's my pack, perfectly safe. I can feel the wind is dropping even more. Hopefully it'll be a clear night. This is a very cool place to spend the day. As a bonus, I get to stay here all night. There is a little bit of sun peeking down over the hill. This is all the gravel at the bottom of the valley that I just walked up. Just checking out another campsite. This isn't a bad campsite. You could get maybe 4 tents in here. Comes complete with furniture. Fire pit, which I do quite like. It's raised up above the river floor, but I'm going to keep going. I know there's one more. It does feel a bit damp in there. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. I'm going to camp just under the hill up here, just before that sunny patch you can see. It's close to the river, but it's elevated enough to get a bit of shelter, hopefully up against the hill. So here's the river. Cross it one more time and then get my tent set up. There's even a swimming hole nearby. It's getting a bit late in the day now for a swim. There's lots of deer tracks in the sand around here by the river. It looks quite fresh. Not just 1 or 2, there is lots. Okay, we have a bit of a fire pit here. There's a bit of a grassy patch up here. In fact, this spot here, looking over the river, looks perfect. There is deer poo everywhere around here. So this isn't really the best spot where I've put my bag, so I'm going to move back to another spot. So there is another spot just down here. You can see someone's camped here by the looks of it. They've at least got some seating out. No evidence of deer, so I guess take my chances. About to start cooking dinner now. welcome to the Wellington Walker Woodlands Cafe. Today I'll be making espresso coffee next to the Rongorongo River. I have just a little bit of water in here to top up my coffee drink. Once I get it, then I can add to my espresso. I'm in a slight hollow here next to a big log, which is giving me a little bit of shelter. Some water from the river here in my bottle. My coffee grinds. Should do. Okay, everything is set. This doesn't take long. You can hear the water starting to boil now in the espresso maker. Shouldn't be too far away. That looks pretty good. Add a bit of hot milk to it. Cheers.